Hi, I'm Anthony Perrett. Today, I'd like to introduce how you can use Agile to transform the efficiency of your organisation. I've spent many years managing Agile projects and guiding organisations to transform themselves to become more agile in the UK and around the world. I'm also a Learning Tree instructor. In this video, we'll cover what Agile means and where it can be applied, 4 essential elements necessary for Agile to succeed, 4 common barriers to progress that you'll need to recognise, and 3 new management behaviours you'll need to acquire. Agile originated in the world of IT projects but is now used in both IT and non-IT environments. It can be applied both to projects and to business operations. Underpinning Agile is the well-documented observation that most organisations are wasteful in how they invest their resources, especially of time, money and people. Agile is all about the elimination of this waste, and by waste we mean anything that is not important to the organisation. This broad definition of waste taken by Agile means that all of the following are wasteful: delivering work late, projects whose scope includes items of dubious value, business processes that add little or no value, and rework. Now obviously, no organisation sets out to be inefficient, and yet research shows that time and time again, current management methods often lead to waste, just like these examples. And it's precisely these management methods that Agile seeks to transform to the benefit of both the organisation and to the individuals working there. The Agile approach, whether applied to projects or to business operations, include the following essential elements. The first and most important element of Agile is to prioritise those things that are important to the organisation. Now this sounds really obvious, but it has some consequences that are less obvious. It means challenging existing activities to eliminate those that add little value and to include new activities that do add value. This can be a difficult discipline to learn, but very powerful when your organisation is truly able to focus on what's valuable. If in doubt about what's valuable to your organisation, put yourself in your customer's shoes. What's important to them is probably important to your organisation too. Using this thinking, it's possible to create a hierarchy of importance from essential right down to unimportant, focusing efforts where they'll add most benefit or eliminate most waste. Now again, this sounds obvious, but it can have some profound implications. For example, let's think about how this might impact project work. Compared to a traditional project which says, what do we want, and now let's estimate how long it'll take, an Agile project says, how long have we got? Now let's deliver what we can, the most important stuff first. And it's this last point that leads on to the second essential element of Agile. Time boxing means we agreed a fixed amount of time that we'll spend on the things that an organisation needs. Agile projects are of fixed duration. If we want to improve a business process, we'll spend a fixed amount of time doing it. Time boxing, coupled with the ability to prioritise what's important, is a pragmatic solution to the problems of overrunning projects or process improvement initiatives that deliver diminishing returns. It means we deliver the biggest bang for our buck, which is what most organisations want. However, there are a couple of other essential elements if Agile is to work well. Working in an Agile way requires close collaboration between people who have a need, let's call them customers, and people who build what's required, or suppliers. Successful Agile working requires customers and suppliers to form a highly collaborative team. This is important because experience shows that only with high levels of collaboration is communication effective enough to deliver truly useful solutions. The final essential ingredient is that Agile expects team members to be empowered to take decisions without constantly having to refer to others. This is important because Agile is fast-moving and it can only make rapid progress if team members are empowered, skilled and willing to take detailed decisions within their teams. Now, clearly, there's more to Agile than just these 4 elements, but learn to do these 4 elements effectively and your organisation will be well on its way. So what are the common roadblocks to Agile progress? Here are 4 common barriers, because being aware of these now can help you think about how you might avoid them. The first barrier is fear of change. Every leader knows that there are significant shortcomings with traditional management methods, but there is a reluctance to change because organisations have grown used to accepting their shortcomings or being able to work around them. For example, organisations have grown used to adding contingency to project estimates because they have learnt that projects usually cost significantly more and take significantly longer than originally expected. But having the courage to change to an agile approach can completely eliminate this problem. The second common barrier is fear of loss of control. Traditional managers are taught to exercise control over their responsibilities through the detailed delegation of tasks and reporting of progress, but agile managers learn to delegate high-level objectives only and let the team work out the best way to meet them. Traditional managers often perceive this as a loss of control, but in reality the controls are merely different, not lost. The third barrier is the reluctance to implement a top-to-bottom culture change. For Agile to work well, an organisation needs to be ready to embrace the approach from the most senior level downwards. In this respect, Agile is no different from any other management approach. Everyone in the organisation must be prepared to walk the walk, not just talk the talk. The final common barrier is where reward structures run counter to the Agile approach. We've seen that Agile values core components such as close collaboration in teams, and yet many reward structures run counter to this by rewarding individual contribution over teamwork. For Agile to work well, all these factors need to be aligned, or you risk sending mixed messages. So from a management perspective, what are the behaviours that you'll need to acquire and share in your teams in order to lead in an Agile way? Well, here are 3 key ones to be starting with. The first habit is to learn to prioritise according to business need, to recognise that not everything is of equal importance to the organisation. For example, when leading an Agile project, to accept that delivering the important stuff on time is usually better than delivering a huge wish list, but delivering it late. Secondly, to learn to truly empower your teams. This means getting comfortable with setting high-level objectives and then being ready to step back and let your team get on with it. So long as your team is delivering results, then that's fine. They don't need detailed control from you. Of course, you may still need to step in, but that should only be to remove a roadblock to their progress or to clarify objectives. Finally, to promote innovation and learning. This means listening to the ideas that your team comes up with and being prepared to act on them, and possibly being prepared to accept the occasional failure as team members learn and innovate. Your team will become stronger as a result. In this short video, I've given you a taste of what Agile is, some of its main benefits, and what's needed to get started, but I'm sure you'll have more questions, such as: how does Agile project management work in detail? How could I apply Agile to my business operations? How does Scrum relate to Agile? Where do I go from here? Well, here are 3 steps. Firstly, download our white paper called Agile Methodology in the Scrum Framework. There you'll learn exactly what Scrum is and what the relationship is to the Agile methodology. Secondly, invest in your professional development with a course from Learning Tree. If you're new to Agile, we have a 1-day course you can take online called Agile Adoption for Managers. From there, you could take more in-depth courses such as Agile Project Management or Agile Business Analysis to help you become an Agile product owner, or get certified with our Certified Scrum Master course. You could view our entire course offerings at the URL you see here. You can take a single course on your own or have us come to your facility and train your entire team. We'll even stay behind to help you through the implementation. Lastly, subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay tuned for more videos on the topic. I really hope you've enjoyed this short presentation. Thank you for watching.